Hey all, #Ethan here, welcome back to the channel. Doing something a little bit different today. I am going to be going over my palettes, my eyeshadow palettes that I own. I thought that would be a fun little makeup video to do, so if you're not into makeup, you can skip this one, I guess, and just wait for a different video. But, for those of you who are in it to win it, welcome to a showing of some of the eyeshadow palettes I own. I don't own like a massive collection, but there's a pretty good amount. So I don't know how many parts this will be. That's gonna take a while. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. This is in no particular order. And a lot of these, well, some are dupes, a lot of them are cheaper. I will post links to things down in the description, and try to look up the price kind of as I'm going through this. But, first up, Afflano. It's a avocado green palette. And I got this obviously because I wanted a green palette. Oh, that's right, autofocus just doesn't work. But yeah, ooh, there's like videoception. I'm there too. Yeah, it's got, I don't know why it has this one like yellow in the middle, but it does, I guess. It's got a few pressed glitters. You have the light green, the darker green, and then the silver. And then just different varying shades of green, and this one is appearing black on camera, but it really isn't. It's a very, very dark green though. So yeah, there's that. I really like the pressed glitters in this palette. I don't know why I touched it because I'm gonna have glitter everywhere. I've used a shitload because I love glitter. I will be including swatches, but they are going to be video taken on either a different setting for this camera or on my phone, because like the focusing and everything, you can't really see too much just in this lighting and everything. So the shadows are very, very soft feeling in this palette. I've decided that swatching and showing the swatches is a pain in the ass, so I'm going to make that a separate process, especially since I have to either move this camera or film them on my iPhone. So there's that. I'll do that later. I mean, for you it'll all be included, but you know. They're very creamy, they're very easy to work with. A few of them need more building. As you can see, some of them swatch a little bit lighter than others, so those take a little work. It's a good palette. I love it. Love green. This is the final row of greens, and I can't point to it, but the second from the bottom is the one that kind of looks black on the other camera, but as you can see, it's pretty green. The shimmers are nice, very, very nice. Although I think, yeah, that one is really the only shimmery shimmer in this. Shimmery shimmer? Shimmery, shimmery, shimmery. So the Afflano green palette you can find on Amazon for $9.99. And it is Prime, if that matters. Next we have Prism Makeup, the Rosemary palette. And I believe it is a dupe for one of the Huda palettes, I think. But it's got some nudes, some warmer tones here and here, and looks very, very different on camera than it does on there. because this one is not like an orangey, it's red. Okay, that's better. Okay, so this is the inside, and it's got some reddish and purple up over here. Basically just like a basic nude palette with a couple warm shades thrown in. I found that this one is a little bit more tricky to work with. The shimmer shades, or the mixed, the ones that look kind of wacky, so this one, and that one, are absolutely beautiful. Love them. Alright, this is row 1 of the Rosemary palette. And way at the top, you can barely see it. Hey, editing me, can you put an arrow showing them where the first one is technically? But that one is the cream. Then we have pizzazz. Then we have play. Then we have wandering. Then we have tease, and then we have pie-fi. As you can see, some of the mattes require building. But yeah, row 1. Alright, this is row number 2 of the Rosemary palette. So at the top we have Secret, next is Top Story, then Fairy Tale, then Bliss, which in person is kind of like purple, pink, and blue, but it's not showing up that way. Then we have Crush, and then we have Kinky. Kinky is kind of chunky, but it's really creamy, so a little goes a long way with that one. And here's the last row. Starting at the top, we have Nude, then we have Misty, then we have Sandalwood, then we have Teddy, then we have Grateful, and the last one is Hobby. Some of the mattes, like if you look at the second and third one, definitely need to be built up. So that's the only like gripe I would have with this palette. Otherwise, love it. It's good stuff. This is the Flamboyance Palette by Delancey. And like I said, it's my red palette. And this one, this one arrived completely busted, so I had to repan that. But yeah, it's got, you know, a couple transition shades, and this red is really vibrant, really like it. This one comes off more as like purple, and then of course they have the black thrown in there. But the shimmers are really smooth, really awesome to work with. Love it. Red is one of my favorite looks to do. And the Flamboyance palette, you can still get it on Amazon. It's actually by Afflano again. That's interesting. But it is $13.99 on Amazon. Alright, this is row 1 of the Flamboyance palette. At the top, we have a really, really nice shimmer called Chase. Then we have Jax. Then we have Ace. Then we have Rhea. Then we have Tempting, which was a little chunky, but I also, that one is the one I had to repot, so. And then last one is Mythology. Okay, this is row 2 of the Flamboyance palette. At the top we have Bronze, then Brûlée, then Hunts, then Omen, then Lust, and Blackout. So the black's a really good one in this palette. I like it. That is just one swipe for the swatch. So yeah, cool. This one is a Juvias Place palette. They're a really good makeup company, kind of like mid-range. But I swear I got this palette for less than what it's saying, but it says it's listed at $26.90 on Amazon, and it's a coral palette with some basic neutral shades. They have an amazing eyeshadow formula. I really love working with these. This is the only palette I have from them right now, unfortunately, because they are, of course, more than a few dollars to get, so. But I'm hoping to add more to my collection. This is row 1 of the Juvias Place Nubian and Coral palette. They don't have names, and the gray shade does require some building, but as you can see, the shimmers are absolutely phenomenal. Love it. Alright, this is rows 2 and 3 of the Juvias Place palette. More of that amazing shimmerness. Shimmerness. Well, yeah, I guess that works. It's a word now, damn it. I made it one. It's a really good palette. This next one is by a brand called UCANBE. They do a lot of dupes and some of their own work too, so. But it's the Aromas palette, and I believe this is another Huda Beauty dupe. I love working with this palette. The glitter shades here are really pretty, and you don't even need like a glitter glue. I mean, you can to make them stand out more, but you don't have to. And then these, I know I'll do swatches at a different angle, but you can see they're very, very shimmery and very smooth, almost like a creamy texture. So really nice to work with. You can get this palette, UCANBE Aromas, for $8.99. I almost said YouTube. No, you can get it on Amazon for $8.99. Alright, this is row 1 of the Aromas palette. You can barely see it, which is ironic because the shade is bare. Bare at the top. Then you have Eager. Then you have Play. Then we have Wandering. Then we have Tease. And lastly, Exquisite. Again, I'm like a shimmer whore, so I love anything shimmery, glittery. But I think they did a really good job with the shimmer formula. The mattes, on the other hand, they're hard to build up. Or you have to build up, sorry. You have to kind of work with them a little bit. This is row 2 of the Aromas palette. At the top we have Secret, then we have Dream World, then we have Fairy Tale. The first glitter is called Bliss, the second glitter is Crush, and lastly we have Kinky. The glitters, obviously, this is multiple swipes because they don't swipe well, but they work really well with the glitter primer. And this is row 3. So at the top we have Nude, then we have Misty, which definitely does not swatch well. Then we have Sandalwood, then Teddy, then Castle, and Love Bite. This next one was a really interesting find. It's by a company called Glazed. Love working with their shadows, and actually this look was done with the blue pan in here, but it's called a color board, and you have different colors. So like here's a green palette, and then you have your, I can't see, you have your like oranges, kind of a red glitter in there. Then you have the blues, so this one is on my lid, and then I used, for the background of the glitter part, I used this shade. The rest is this one, and this one, kind of done in layers. And lastly, you have a purple palette. So I thought this was really cool. I thought it would be really cool for traveling. So you can have like a wide range of colors with you in kind of a small, compact thing. And you can get this on Amazon. You can get it for $16.88 on Amazon, so not too bad. It's got 60 eyeshadows, I believe. Yeah, it's got 60 eyeshadows included in it, so quite a good deal. Alright, this is row 1 of the green board of, sorry, I don't know my colors right now. But yeah, this is number 1. They don't have names, so I'm going to put up a picture on screen of the palette in the orientation that I have it so that you can follow along. But yeah, obviously the glitter is really hard to swatch, but it's amazingly bright. Really turns me on. Alright, this is rows 2 and 3 of the green board. Row 2 is on the right hand side and row 3 is on the left. As you can see, a couple more glitters and shimmery shades. And a yellow thrown in there, just for good measure. Alright, this is rows 1 and 2 of the blue board. On the left we have a few transition shades, and then we get into the blues. The glitter is what I'm using in my look. And of course I used some of the mattes on this board to create it too. This is the last row in the blue palette. So we have some shimmers, a matte, and a glitter, which is really pretty. Okay, so this is rows 1 and 2 of the orangey palette, orangey red, I think just orange. But row 1 is on the left and row 2 is on the right. So we have a couple more of those like shimmers, and the mattes are very, very pigmented, so they're great to work with. Alright, this is the last row in the orange, oop, hold your camera still, in the orangey kind of red / yellow palette. And we have the 2 pressed glitters. One's kind of like the bottom, or the top one's like a reddish, and then the bottom one is like a bronze, kind of. But yeah. Alright, these are the first 2 rows of the purple board. First row on the left, and second row on the right. We've got some shimmers, and a couple glitters, and some good mattes. Alright, this is the last row of the purple palette, and I'm happy to be done because I hate swatching glitter, and it's all over, if you can see. But yeah, this is the last row. This one of my favorites. It's all shimmers. They're baked, I believe, but it is from BYS Cosmetics Galaxy Chic. They have really good formulas too. These are a little, well, some of them are a little powdery, but most of them are, again, really smooth. And yeah, they're really, really cool. I'm a big fan of these. This one you can get for $16.62 on Amazon. Although, I think it's cheaper on their website. Yeah. This you can get on Amazon, but for like $1 less, you can get it on bhcosmetics.com, and it's for $15.75 there. So. Alright, these are the first 2 rows of the Galaxy Chic palette. Row 1 is over here on the left. So we have at the top Sun, then Jupiter, Prometheus, Aphrodite, Milky Way, and Cosmic. And then the second row at the top, Saturn, Venus, Meteor, Comet, Earth, and Neptune. Love these. These are just so beautiful. Alrighty, and this is the last row. And at the top we have Mercury, then Mars, then Asteroid, Electra, Moon, and Pluto. I really like Pluto, that like darker gunmetal, silver, gray-ish, you know, colors. This one I was really happy to find. This is a dupe of the Natasha Denona Glam palette, which is like a cool toned, ooh, look, it's me again. But it's a cool tone neutral palette, and wow, it's really hard to show the front because it's so mirrored. But this is BYS Cosmetics Glam Reflection. And, oh, the plastic was still in there. Whoops. So this is the inside. If I can do it without showing the lights and screwing up the camera. But it's a really basic neutral palette, but cooler tones. So I was happy to find this. The Natasha Denona palette is $65 if you want it. And this one I got for $13.50. It was 25% off. So, yeah. So this is the Glam Reflections palette. Top row is on the left, and then we have second and third. Yeah, I was happy to fit them all on one go. Yay! But yeah, the mattes are really pigmented. The shimmers are really nice too. I'll be glad to play around with this. This next one is from a brand called Cleof on Amazon, and it is a Mermaid glitter eyeshadow palette. I got it for my birthday this past year from a viewer. Oh, that's, how can I show you? So yeah, it's got all pressed glitters. There's a few that are like a satin sort of finish, not really shimmer, but, and then you have some neutrals on the bottom for blending. Love this. It is really nice to do. I used a lot of it during my rainbow look that I did for Pride. So, oh, and this one you can get for $24.99 on Amazon. Alright, I am not swatching all of this glitter, so instead I'm going to just show you how she looks in the light. But yes, very, very pretty. This one is done by the brand Bestland on Amazon, but it's Myuango, and this is another one I got for my birthday actually from a viewer, so thank you. Just a really nice, got some neutrals, got some pinks, a little bit of orange, a green, which I rarely use, but I use this for, like, if I just want to go with a really simple neutral look, it's really nice to use. Some of the shades, like this one, and I think these two, and this one, and this one, and this one, are like a cream texture, so they are very, very soft, because they're cream, but they come off really, really shiny, really shimmery. I love it. The mattes are also really nice to work with. They blend well, and it actually comes with this little brush. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I use my own. And you can get this one on Amazon for $9.98. Alright, these are the first two rows of the, I don't know how to say it, Myuango palette. Some of them are creams. On the left row, all of the shimmers are cream. On the right one, the third one, and the last two are cream. But the, I think it's technically fourth position, shimmer felt more like a matte than a shimmer. Alright, so the last 3 rows, we have that one. The second glitter in the middle row does have big chunks, so I don't know if it's technically eye safe. Might not be, but I use it anyway. And then the last row. And all of the shimmers are the cream formula. It's so pretty. Yeah. This one is a Smokey palette. I can't find it on Amazon, so I have no idea what to tell you as far as price goes. But it's made by BYS, and of course on the back it's got the shades and the ingredients and such. And if you open it up, it is a completely black and gray palette. So blacks, grays, whites. I've yet to use this, which I really need to. I'm so like nervous to do like smoky eyes, black smoky eyes, because I never want it to look like I just smeared a bunch of friggin' dirt on my eye. Yeah, I'll have to let you know how this goes, and yeah, have to get out of my comfort zone and attempt to do an actual smoky eye. Alright, and here we have the Smokey palette from BYS, and starting at the top on the left hand side we have Pure, Enlighten, Pebble, Fossil, Thunder, and Anchor. Then on the right we have Slate, Jet, Graphite, Midnight, Galaxy, and Carbon. Galaxy looks really nice. I can't wait to play around with these. Next is the 3 I have from Colourpop, which I'll probably get more. They're really reasonable, very good quality shadows. The first one is Strawberry Shake, which is a pinky palette. We have some really nice pinks in here, if I can get my hand out of the way. I still have to use these. I haven't dug into them quite yet. And I'll just go through all 3 of them, actually, while I'm here. This one is the Main Squeeze, and it is a red palette. My favorite color. Reds and blacks, and the next one is black. And then this last one is called Blowin Smoke, which used to be called Smoke Show. I'm not sure why they changed it, but it is blacks and grays, kind of like the Smokey palette. All of these are $12 a piece from Colourpop. Shipping does take a while when you order it, but it's worth it. They arrive really well packed, safely, and none of mine are broken, so. Alright, this is the Strawberry Shake palette. So all the way to the right is row 1. At the top we have My Milkshake. Brings all the monster down and I like. And second one is Whipped. Last one is Woke. Middle row we have Paper Straw, Take a Sip, and Delish. And then, if I can twist my arm enough, last row, Berry Fine, Daiquiri, and Shake It Up. So yeah, really nice shimmers, really good mattes. I am in love with that red shade in the middle, Daiquiri, at the bottom. Alright, we have the Main Squeeze palette. So all the way to the right, top row, going top down, we have Frosé, Juicy Fruit, and Home Slice. Then the middle row is Like It's Hot, Maraschino, and Big Gulp. And the last row is Seed Money, Baywatch, and Red Bottoms. Alright, this is the Blowin Smoke palette. All the way to the right we have, starting at the top, Young Love, then Smokin', then Stone Face. The middle row we have Slated, Starstruck, and Ignite. And the last row we have Let's Do It, Full Metal, and Night Dream. I love Night Dream. The camera doesn't do it justice, but the glitter in it is really pretty. So yeah. And that was part 1 of going through my eyeshadow palettes. I'll probably within a couple days be posting part 2, maybe within a week, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and remember, life can be shit, so let's get through it together. Keep hanging in there with hashtag. Bye! Mwah. Oh shit, hold on.
I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting.
Okay, this is row 2 of the Flamboyance Palette. Oops, I don't have a free hand to open it back up. Hold on. This next one was a beady glazed find. Oh, Christ. Damn it.
As long as I can feel the beats. Anyways.